Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about the Saccone Jolys for just a couple of minutes. If you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so if you've been following along, you most likely know who Jonathan and Anna are, and they are exploiting their daughter. They recently announced that Eduardo's name has changed to Edie, so I will be referring to Edie as Edie in this video and going forward, just to respect the decision that has been announced. I don't know what else to do. Even though I feel like this is not the right thing to do for their child, I also feel like it's disrespectful if I continue to call Eduardo, because you know the name has been announced. So I don't know if you guys feel like that's wrong. Sound off in the comments. I'm just trying to be as respectful as I can, even though I completely disagree with what's going on with this channel. So I hope you guys understand that. I put out a card chats a couple days ago. It was actually filmed about a week ago, but it was just a late upload. And I was referring to their video of saying goodbye to her old name, referring to when they were gonna announce that the announcement was coming. I was listening to that video in the background while I was doing other stuff around the house, like I always do with YouTube videos. You know, sometimes I'll sit down and actually listen, but a lot of times stuff is just running in the background. And in that video, I said that Eduardo, who was Eduardo when that video was filmed, said that Anna, instead of being in the backyard with them, was in bed drinking vodka. And because it was on in the background, I had heard that. What actually happened was Eduardo said that she was in bed drinking hot chocolate or something, but Jonathan immediately interrupted Eduardo and said, "A bottle of vodka." And the way that he said it, I thought that he was like emphasizing like a bottle of vodka, as if to echo what Eduardo had said. So me hearing that in the background, I had it all messed up. Do I still think that it's very weird that she was not present? I do. Will Jonathan blow that off as a joke? He will. But I still think that it's concerning that Anna wasn't present. It's the middle of the afternoon. I don't know, why are you in bed? To me, it seemed like a moment that she would want to be present for, but again, I don't know, maybe she wasn't feeling well. I'm not completely sure. I did take down that video, that vlog that I did, just because I had not interpreted the piece of that vlog correctly, and therefore I didn't want it to create more confusion. So instead of just pinning a comment and trying to explain all of that, I figured I would address it in this video. That vlog is no longer up. So I just wanted to clarify that and put an apology out there that I misinterpreted that part of the vlog. So I hope that you guys understand. But for today, what I want to do is look at their very recent video where they reveal the name Edie. And as far as the name Edie, I think it's a very cute name. Do I think that it is still being heavily orchestrated by Jonathan and Anna? Absolutely. Do I still think that it's being exploited for their own financial gain? Absolutely. I really worry about what will happen when Edie is 15, 20, 30, 40 years old and decides that that was just a chapter of when I was 7 years old, and I no longer feel that way. All of this is already on the internet. It's already been shared. It's already been exploited. It is extremely scary to make these kinds of decisions for a child that is 7 years old. So they put together this name reveal party video, and of course it's monetized. Why would it not be monetized? But I want to read some of the comments that they're getting from their own subscribers. This first one says, "Long rant coming. We the public cannot speak one way or another to if Eduardo is really transgender. We the public do not know them personally And we are not in their homes over the past few years to see if that's how they really feel. However, this is something that should not be all over the internet. And that's been my point for so long. Why is it online? It's for content and for clicks and views for Jonathan and Anna. Edie should be allowed to navigate this in their own time. 7 is quite young to have all of this private info out there for the world to know forever. Again, not saying that 7, they don't feel comfortable identifying as one gender or the other. Just to be able to Google yourself and see a slew of these videos addressing your gender and all the comments from people who don't know you is so overwhelming. What about when you're 16 and getting into semi-serious relationships? To know anyone you may date can Google you and know everything that you've ever been through. They have revamped the channel saying that the E's will also be in the driving seat. And I covered that in a previous video. So if that's true and the parents have no say over how they can express themselves, let Edie have the camera, sit in a quiet place without parents and tell their story. You're going to edit the video to make sure that they don't say anything personal about school, address, etc. Sorry for the long rant, but man, this whole situation, everything being online is just too much. These parents are as damaged as they can be. Children shouldn't have to carry all the luggage for them. Simply sad to see how they use their children to their own advantage or to fuel their mental instability. Postpartum depression is real and it will not help your mental state, especially if you have problems. The next one says, so utterly cringe, messing up your kids for views. And the baby talk from Jonathan is ridiculous. Age regression at its finest. Let kids be kids. The next one says, you're messing all your kids up. Next is way to exploit your kids' personal lives for money. So wrong. Someone listed out their kids' ages. These subscribers, some of them know way too much about these families, and I know that the families feed out the info, but to me, it's actually really scary to see how some of these subscribers just like latch on to this info, and it's almost like they have a Rolodex of info on their favorite family vlogging channels. So glad my parents weren't like you. So glad they never took me seriously when as a child I insisted I was the opposite gender. You are lying to your son and exploiting him online. You are child abusers. Shame on you and shame on everyone who is going along with this charade of pretending this poor little boy is actually a girl. The next one says, this is so scary. They are potentially ruining the lives of their children. How is a 7-year-old wise enough to decide on something so life-changing? For these children, it's just all fun and games. They can't even comprehend the effects all of this will have on the rest of their lives. I wish they could be stopped somehow. Next one says, honest question, Jonathan, how on earth do you think that this isn't wrong on so many levels? How isn't this the highest form of exploitation? I don't believe that Jonathan thinks that this is okay. I think that he knows that it's wrong to a certain degree, but he doesn't care, and that's the scary part. He's looking at this like a lot of other family vloggers look at their kids and changes that their kids go through. He looks at it as vlog footage because he's in that YouTube frame of mind. These two have been on YouTube for so long, they are numb to the normal decision-making processes that people go through as parents on what do I want to do to help my child get through this chapter of their life. You know, they don't look at it like help, they look at it like this could be an entire series for our YouTube channel. They've lost that, you know, line in the sand. They have lost that, you know, certain things stay private and certain things stay within the walls of our home. And I think that's the really scary part, is everything just equates to dollar signs for Jonathan and Anna, but a lot of different family vloggers. This is a long comment, but it's really good, so I want to read it. Why so many flags and labeling? Why not just let the child be who they want to be? Why is this a party and a celebration? Why gay pride flags for a 7-year-old child? And that's the thing, and please enlighten me because you guys always know more than I do with a lot of stuff. With the gay pride flags that were everywhere in this video for this party that they were having, This has to do with gender, not sexual preference. So that's the thing that I don't understand. I thought that this was not, because when you're 7, you don't have any clue about anything. So I was very confused about the gay pride flags as well. I really love to see them, just not in this situation, because to me it just didn't make a whole lot of sense. But again, please enlighten me in the comments. You are putting Edie in a box you've stuck a trans label on without even getting a professional opinion. Edie literally said 5 months ago that they felt like a boy and didn't want to be a girl. If this was something going on for their whole life, she wouldn't have said that. She said she liked wearing Amelia's dresses for playing when they were 5. Nowhere has she ever said she felt like a girl or felt like being in the wrong body or didn't like being a boy. Another one, exploiting your kids for views. And there are a lot of comments that are fully supporting this theory that's going on with their channel and all this content that they're making around Edie. It is so, so scary. The damage, the mental toll, and the possible misfortunate future that Edie will have because of what Jonathan and Anna are doing actually scares me to death. It is going to be so scary, and I don't know if it'll be 2 years or 10 years when Edie says that was just a chapter, or if she says that at all. I guess time will tell. But for them to make all of this so public and for them to take the control of, usually I've seen a lot of trans people on TikTok say their name change, and they share the story about how they came up with their new name and what it meant to them. That's a really powerful time in their life to say goodbye to their old name, but it's all in their control. They're the one picking the name. They're the one announcing it. They're the one, making the decision as an educated adult, to know that, okay, I know what I'm feeling. I know that I felt this for a long time. I'm ready to change my name. It has nothing to do with their parents, nothing. So despite me wanting to be very respectful towards Edie, and I will utilize Edie's name for the time being. If you think I'm wrong for doing that, please tell me. I will reevaluate, but this is just such it's such a tough situation because I don't feel like this is the child's decision. And that's where I step back and think, should I be doing that? Because it's not even the child's decision. It's a 7-year-old. So, this is just disgusting. It's really gross. And Jonathan on his Instagram this morning also showed that their other daughter was showing Edie how to pose. First of all, I didn't know that kids pose in suggestive positions, and now it's being taught to your other child. That to me was very, very wrong. But there are just so many avenues that can be talked about when it comes to commentary around this family and around what's going on with this situation specifically. So if you guys want another video, of course I will keep an eye on it, but I just had to share this because the video that they did announcing that they were going to announce the name, monetized. Then this video, monetized. And the monetization would be one thing if it was actually the person telling their own story once they were old enough to tell the story, and we as the viewers know that they're the ones that made all of the decisions. That would be a completely different situation. But the fact that Jonathan and Anna are using this as content, and in my opinion they are coaching a lot of the emotions and thoughts that Edie is having, is disgusting. Either way, for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.